Hello, Abhishek. We can start now.
Okay, thank you, Sush. So, hello guys. I'm DSC PCCOE Android Facilitator Abhishek over. Actually, now this is a basic introduction session. We didn't plan it much more things for this session because, as we all know, the majority of are facing the practicals or vivas during these days. So we are just marking a start of it, giving you a basic information about it, what we are going to do in upcoming days. So now actually, I'm going to use a both mix of Hindi and English so that in case there are some terms which will make you feel more comfortable in Hindi or in English, whatever. I will try to cover both of the audiences because I know the majority of our audience comes from. We have a variety of audience, like many of are from village areas or many of are from our convent schools. So we are trying to cover both of the audiences, and I respect that. So I like the range of audience we have. So now let's get started. So this time the Google has announced Kotlin study jams for all DSCs, just like every year. So the main motive behind DSC is to it's just to teach the Kotlin programming language essentials, and help Kotlin to be used while building a variety of apps. Like the colleges teach, or the majority of institutions teach the Java language, but Java is basically a heavy language, and while working with Android apps, and it's quite a bit difficult to work with it as it is strongly typed language, and it doesn't have support of just like it's very strongly typed, so that we have to take care of semicolons, we have to take care that we define the data type of the variable, or we can't just assume anything, or we can't just make it keep it ready for the future. So another things is just like why only Kotlin study jams, because Google is henceforth trying to bring new technologies first in Kotlin, as Kotlin is new language and has a bit of architecture designed specifically for multiple platforms, and Google focuses it's more on Android development. So the newer technology, whatever it comes, first it will go into Kotlin. So now discover, and the another learning objective is to discover resources to continue learning, because see Kotlin or Java, whatever you prefer in Android Studio, you have to develop ads, and those must be very efficient, must not have any time lags, or they should satisfy basic needs of user without having any time lags or reducing time complexity, just as a technical term for our computer science students. So that's the main learning objective for us today. So prerequisites are basic, just like we are bringing the prior programming experience track session. But there are two sessions, that's like new to programming and prior programming track. So in new to programming track, just in case you are completely new to programming, just like you don't know anything of programming, you don't know anything of basic maths, just like integration or something like that. So you should have a bit knowledge of it. But in case you don't know any kind of programming, if you are completely new to programming, it's completely okay. So there is another track for it on Google trainers, Google courses, actually study Android study jam courses. So here for this session, the prerequisites are just like programming experience in any OOP language, just not specifically for Kotlin, but any, like if you are comfortable with Java, Python, or anything, it's completely okay for you. This track is completely okay for you. So basic, just like we need to have a desktop or a laptop, because basically Android Studio or any programming language doesn't run on your mobiles, or doesn't support IDE features on your mobile. And the third and the most important thing is internet connections. It's just not only for nowadays, but in while developing your app also, you need to include multiple dependencies. Just like we have Gradle, different versions of Gradle. Then we have JetBrains, or another package of JetBrains. We have Maven, and we have multiple more options. So you need a good internet connection while working with this. So Yeah, this is completely on you. Just like, what's your favorite programming language and why? It's I can understand it's your completely your own call. So it's optional. Just like you can work with anything, or just like you, if you are ready to learn new things and you are always focused on focused on providing your users, or in case you are freelancer, just like making deals. So your user needs almost new features, just like he sees anything in apps, so he also wants that in his app. So just like if you're if you have any different programming languages or favorite language, it's completely okay, but just remind yourself, or remember to ask yourself why. So just like getting concept overview in Kotlin. So Kotlin is a modern programming language that helps developers be more productive. So basically, Kotlin helps. Yeah, okay. Benefits of Kotlin: expressive and concise, safer codes, interoperable with Java, structured concurrency. So now, not in this session, but in another session, we will show you that in Android Studio, whatever you write in Java or whatever you write in Kotlin, you can just transfer them or just swap them among each other. So that's what the best feature is in Android Studio, that these both languages can be shifted. Just like if you have made your main activity.kt, then you can just change it into main activity.java in whichever language you feel better. So they are just interoperable, and that's the only reason why Google chooses it for Android, because the majority of the things are built with Java, but now they are shifting it to Kotlin. And last and foremost thing is the structured concurrency. Yeah, so just like I told you, the Android development is Kotlin first. Just like I told you that Kotlin is completely new language, and it has more benefits. It takes care of understanding how human psychology works. Just like you don't like adding semicolons and rest of those things. Just like you can't always plan which variable or which data type is coming towards you as data. So Kotlin takes care of it. So that's where Google is also planning to bring any newer technology in Kotlin first. So okay, so just this is a basic overview of Kotlin language. Don't worry about this. I will take you through the IDE also to show what the Kotlin does. In this session, I will teach you basics of Kotlin and whatever it does. So just I will show you. Just before that, I would like to tell you some things. So just as I told you, there are two tracks: prior to programming track and new to programming track. You can join whichever you feel good about. So just let me tell you what it is, then we'll get into it. Okay, so you're completely new to Kotlin. There are Kotlin cones on official Kotlin website. So you can start with them, or you can just catch up with any website or any YouTube series, or just like free code camp, whatever you feel better to. And yeah, just like why Kotlin cones, or why we are adding this to our presentation, because Kotlin cones has very specific type of very structured syllabus to teach Kotlin. So for work on first three categories, yes, if you just want to get started with Android, so we suggest to get with introduction, conventions, collections. All other things need not be covered. If you have time, if you want to learn more about Kotlin, or you just find it interesting, you can work with next three also. But for Android study jam session, or to work with or to be comfortable with the Android in Kotlin, you need to work with these three as mandatory session. So this is a basic introduction screen. Just like you have you have a function or a demo function, then you have the it's basics of how to declare a function in Kotlin. So this is, I guess, yeah, this is one liner function declaration, so that you have to declare a function in one line. So here I think yeah, so I'm just reading the text below the simple function heading. Take a look at function syntax and make a function start, run, and return the string OK. Then in the pass, the function to do is used to throw an exception. Okay. Okay. So here the to do is just going to throw exception. So what you have to do is you have to replace to do, and you have to put your logic, what is the thing better. Just like for a hint, I am going to tell you what the answer will be. So you have to replace to do and just place return and brackets. Okay, so that's how it works. So in case you don't know, or you run the code and you find any errors, you have to click on the revert button. Or in case you are not getting any hint of it or you don't know what to do, just click on show answer. The show answer is basically upside down text, but yeah, it will tell you the right answer. So Kotlin, yeah, there is Kotlin playground also in case you don't want to install Kotlin on your simple machine, or you just want to practice on your mobile, or just play with Kotlin, just try OOP concepts or anything else. You can use Kotlin playground. So yeah, so this is the URL to get to the courses I told you about, the prior programming one and the new to programming one. The g.co/android/studyjams. I'm just holding it for a second so that you can take a screenshot of it. Or we will share this slide with you in the feedback session or in some another, or I will show you in next sessions too. So just in case you miss it, don't worry about it. We will take care of it. Just I request you to take screenshot of it in case you need it in future. Okay, so let's get ahead. Yeah, so when you go to that website, just create your developer profile. Yeah, so just like I told you, there are two tracks: new to programming track and prior programming experiences. So yeah, so if you are completely new to programming, just do this course. If you know something about programming, just like in C++, Java, or Python, you are feeling comfortable, you need to register to this track. So go to this track. Just when you start your track, you will get a badge which you can show off among your friends, or just make it a competition who earns more batches and shows off his Kotlin skills at the end. So yeah, that will be interesting, more kind of thing. So okay, so these are basic features of Kotlin cones again. So yeah, these are exercises just like how to print hello world, name arguments, default argument, lambda, strings. These are multiple things. I am only taking care of few basic things of Kotlin in this session, not all. So if you want to go with Kotlin in depth, or just like we told you, whatever you need to do with Kotlin, then and how, then you should do Kotlin cones. Yeah, there are basic features of website, just like exercises, check the error messages, just like to do, and then run the code and check the output too. Yeah, if you want to run the code, you have to just click on the blue button there. Yeah, these are the instructions what you have to do. Yeah, just like I told you, there is a show answer button which will show you the right code which you have to do there. Yeah, I guess this is that same thing again. Okay, okay, great now. Okay, so yeah, see, just like whatever you do or whatever you like to do, you can do there. About I am talking about the prior to programming course. You have to do. Yeah, there are multiple stages, or there are. I think there is a page for it. For the sessions, I think I missed it. Just let me get over it. I think it's there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was talking about this one. Mm, okay. Yeah. So go to g.co.android/studyjams prior programming experience tab. Just when you open it, yeah, just you have to click on start course. Then we will get to Kotlin fundamentals, just like whatever you have to learn. And whenever you complete those, you get badges. This is, I guess, yeah, this is unit one. So you can see Kotlin fundamentals, build your first app and build an interactive app, Kotlin fundamentals layout. Kotlin fundamentals navigation. Navigation basically means when you are traveling from one screen to another screen, that's what the navigation is taken care of. Or that's where the navigation is used. If you, navigation is basically when you are familiar, in case you are familiar with Flutter, or in case you are familiar with React.js, you will know what the navigator is. So that's just the screen which comes up on your screen, nothing else. And I guess there is activity and fragment life cycles. So yeah, so I know this is beginner track, but I would like to put some light on activities and fragments life cycles. So activities are basically they are just layouts or they are just screens which you will see on your on your on your mobile. Just like basically you open any app. Let me take an example of it. Just okay, I will show you later on what is difference between activity and fragment life cycle is. Basically, activity is just a whole screen, and fragment is just a part of screen. Just like WhatsApp has nowadays, they have their status fragment. They have many other fragments, just like chat fragment or any other fragment. So those are fragments. So why we are focusing here on fragments? Because fragments are something upcoming best technology. In case you know the performance run that is supported in Flutter, and I guess now it's coming up in Kotlin too. So if you see that's supported in Android Studio completely. So when you run the performance test or performance run build, sorry, performance build, so it gives you the performance or the load that comes on the CPU. So when you are using activities, so there is a stack which gets laid upon one upon each other, and that uses a large amount of memory of your computer. But in case you are using a fragment is nothing like that. Fragment is very light to use, but it is hard to code also. That's the negative part of fragments. So okay, that's just a pathway when you start build your first app. The welcome to Android with Kotlin, install Android Studio and getting started. These are the things which Google takes care of them. Just like they want these basic things to come to you through them only. They take care of every minute things. So these are batches. Yeah. So okay. Uh, yeah, okay. 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 I think yeah, we are done most of them. So now we have to get started. Yeah. So just before starting the Kotlin session, I would like to tell you something that if you want to get the certificate or if you want to get certificate of it of complete of just like showing among your friends that yeah, I have done study jam Kotlin study jams. So you have to do the prior programming experience track on mandatory basis. You are not getting any certificate for new to programming track because Google considers it to be basic, and we are not informed about anything about the certificates till now. So we are just told that for certificates are going to be received to you after doing prior to programming experience track only. So in case you are experienced with programming, that sounds good. You don't have to spend much more time. And in case you are new, it's a little bit hard on you that you have to first do the new to programming track and then go through prior programming track. But yeah, that will be fun, I think. And in case you have any doubts, we will make sure that your doubts gets clear. And we are building up the architecture or the groups that we need to clear your doubts. So yeah, so let's get started. Let's get started with Kotlin. So yeah, this is basic function, the hello world. So I'm just showing you the slides now, but don't worry about it. I am going to teach you what the Kotlin does, how it does. So this is basically print world. So just like you see, there is println and print both in Java and Kotlin. That's what the best beautiful thing about is. You don't have to mark the semicolons or anything else. Here the function you don't have to even write the complete declaration. You just have to write fun name and then get started. So yeah, the output is hello world. So yeah, these are the basic parameters and return type. Just like here you see, these are these are actually default parameters. You have to mark a, then you have to show the what the value is, and then you get return. So here you have to notice that here the function data type declaration is uh, even for function you have the parenthesis, then the colon, and then the data type which you are going to return. In case you are not going to return anything, here there is data type unit which I'm going to show how it works. Don't worry. Then yeah, that's here it comes unit. Just like I told you here, the developer don't have to return anything. So yeah, there are There are two types. There are two ways to declare a variable in Kotlin. Mutable variable, just like you can change its value in upcoming future. Uh, so if you want to declare it, so you can do it where counter colon int is equal to 5. If you don't want to change its value even in future, or you are sure that I am not going to change its value, just like you do in tags. In you use we do in tag, we create tags in Android and in Java. So yeah, just like it helps us for debugging that, to show that which section of the code is not working or which section of code is working and what the output is. So if you want to create tags, here's the provision for you. Val name colon data type is equal to, here you have to declare. So yeah, these are the basics again. These are, yeah. So in left side of the presentation, this is if else. So if the score is less than 20, it prints low. Else if score is less than 70, it prints medium. Else it prints high. Or this is if you are familiar with C++, this is the syntax for switch case. So in Java also there is switch case. For Python, I guess, yeah, for Python there is not specifically for switch cases, but yeah. So this is how you do in Kotlin. So when x is equal to 0, so this is the case. You write a case, then an arrow, and then the condition you want to work on. So here when the x is 0, the end game function will work. When x is 1, the move next will work. If x is 2, skip turn will work. And there is also else. So if in case you don't want anything, so you have to write else arrow and then the condition you need to work with. So these are basic class declaration. Yeah, this is how classes are declared. Class square value, that is declaration of variable side, and that's data type int. So these are the collections. So yeah, so there is, if you want to declare a list, there is function list of. If you want to declare a set, there is function set of. Or if you want to declare a map, there is function map of. And here how you declare those. Don't worry, I'm going to show you. Just, yeah, okay, I think, yeah, thank you. So I'm just stopping my screen share, and I'm going to present you something else. So just give me a second. Okay, hope you can see my screen now. Okay, thanks. Yeah, it's visible, it's visible. You can see through another windows of mine. So that's nice. So okay. Just wait a second. Yeah, okay. So this is basically print, see, print, then you can print hello world. Okay, oh, sorry. I didn't told you the basics. See, this is the Intellij ID. Just like majority of the best IDs are developed by Intellij alone. So Intellij is working good with working good with Android Studio. Sorry, Intellij has built its own IDE to work with Kotlin or to work with Java. They have different ones. Well, yeah, this one supports Groovy, Java, Kotlin, and I think there is one more language. I don't remember of it now. So there is PyCharm also for Python. So this is basically IntelliJ IDE. So here I am going to teach you how the Kotlin works, or how to write basic code in Kotlin. But when we will do the Android stuff, we will get back to our best IDE for Android, that is Android Studio. Why I say best? Because it is actually best. That they have support for the you. I will show you that technology that is called Scopy. Or in case if you have followed majority of users, I think there is another paid version called I don't remember it. It's something like vision, so that you can see your screen and you can interact your mobile screen uh, through laptop also. There it creates a basically a layout of your screen which you can use it for interaction also. Or in Android Studio it will show you what your CPU usage is, or what your network usage is. So that's why we are going to get in further sessions when I will show you the how to build the basic app of code in Kotlin. So at that time we are going to go with Android Studio. So this is basically print world. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, okay. Yeah. So see here, you can see this is hello world output. Okay. Can yes, you can just acknowledge that the screen, the hello world is visible, or I need to zoom anything further.
No, no, there text is visible.
Okay, thank you. Mm, so okay, so yeah, just like Java also they have printed, and let me show you just in case you you shouldn't think out that we saw in, see there here there is a new line added. So that's what I was talking about. In you just if in case you didn't notice, just notice now. Here there is a new line added to our output, but if I do only print, here I think no new line will be added. So yeah, so that's how the difference is. So now, just like I told you, let's get started with variable declarations. So here I am going to use var. I am showing you static declaration in case you are ready to work with, or you are familiar to working with Java. Here's how we declare static variables. So val name is equal to DSC. Again, yeah. Yeah, there is in Kotlin there are two features of concatenating. What concatenation is, in case you know it, that just joining of two strings end to end. Or in case if you are new, it's just like adding up two strings or connecting them. It's like binding up into a one new string. So here there are two ways of doing it. Just like you do it. Sorry, you do it this way. So this is a lame way of doing this. Yeah. Okay. So this is a lame way of doing this. So you just use a plus symbol. So even this is showing me warnings that yeah that doesn't follow a standard template of it. So here they have feature for it. Yeah. So just like I think this is also done in Flutter. Yeah, this is also supported in Flutter. So this is how we do it in Flutter. So just like we do it in Flutter, you can add a dollar symbol and then a variable name, and then run. Then yeah. Hello world DSC, here it is. So just yeah, so in PPT you saw that they also mentioned data type of it, but I didn't mention it here. So just like I told you, here I can change the data type, or I don't have to worry about what the data type will be in case you are working with any other things. When you are working in functions, you have to declare those data types in parameters themselves. But here you don't need to, or you can also do that in case you are you're very sure what is going to your way. So again, yeah, this also works. So told, we talked about it, but these can't be reassigned. These are static. So when I do this, it says you see a red line, or it's warning me that well cannot be reassigned. Or yeah, see here why are we using Intellij? It's suggesting me to change it to where. So let's see what where. Yeah, after I change to where, the error warning goes off. And when I run this, see it should be hello world SSS. So that's how it works. So one thing I should tell you about is just like you, if you are familiar with C++, there is null data type. Even in Java or in Python, there is none data type. So here also there is null, but in case you want to declare something null, you can't do it directly. Let me show you. Here there is a string data type. In case I want to do it null, yeah, see, I can't do it because it's another data type, so I can't do it. But in case you want to or just like expert says, the data types in Kotlin are not nullable. You can't null any data type in Kotlin. But just in case you want a variable which can be null in future, or just in case you don't want, you have to check that nothing is in my variable store. So here how we do it. Here, wait a second, something happened. Okay, just give me a second. My laptop has some issues. It has restarted. I think we might lose the connection for a few seconds. Just bear with me now. Okay, my laptop has started. Just wait. This wasn't supposed to happen yet. Okay, just give me a second. I have to start my ID. So till then, I think this is the right time. I show you some things about what we saw in our PPT. Okay. Okay, I hope my screen, you can see my screen now. Yeah, it's visible. So this is what we talked about. This is how the Kotlin playground looks like. This is Kotlin cones basically. This is the website where you have to go and you have to check out that how the Kotlin is going to work. So let's see. I was right, I was wrong. Return. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, I think this should work. So just to check, I'm going to do this. Okay, yeah, oh, thanks. I passed that test. So I didn't hope that I would do. I was sorry I told you to do that return. You need not do that return. So just like I told you, in case you would have listened to me and followed the steps I have told you. Okay, yeah. Okay, don't do anything else. Just run. You see there. You then, if you can revert it, just like you just came to website now. Or if you are not getting any hint of it, what to do now, I don't know. I'm completely new. So here's the answer. You have to just replace to do and place okay to it, and you run it. Here again, you pass the test. So I think my Intellij has started now. Hang on, we'll get back to our Intellij.
Abhishek, you are on mute.
Okay, thank you, Suresh. Sorry, I forgot about it. Okay, so in case you want to make it, you might assign it a null value. You have to add a question mark to it at the end of the data type, and then you can use it. Hello, name, and here we are going to assign name is equal to null, and then we are going to print it again. Hello, name. So let's run this now. Yeah, you can see that's very. I don't thought so to do that this time. Hmm. Just first run, it's always heavy. Thank God it got output. Okay, yeah. In case it's ugly now, just make it a bit more viewable. See, here it is hello DSA and there it is hello null. In case I remove this question mark, you can't assign null to it. See, it started giving error. Whole ID gets read. So that's how it works. So now this is in the function declaration. In case you want to you want to make some variables global, it's completely okay. You can do that also. So let me just get it on top of it, and I think yeah, we are ready to work. So yeah, this is how it works. So in case, just like I told you in the first type, you don't have to assign variables to it. You can't make it null. See, when I am trying to make it null, it's again giving me errors. So if you want to make some variable nullable, you have to. This is the only way you can do it. You have to colon it, then mention its variable. You have to mention its data type, and then only you can do that. You can assign it null in upcoming future. Um, so what else I can? I think yeah. Okay, that's great. In case anyone is following me, you can just follow it fast. Okay, just like I told you why we made it null. Let me just show you. If name is not, you are not going to print my name. Hello, somebody else print name. Oh yeah. See, it does. It prints hello DSC from the first println, and then it gets assigned a value null, and then it gets into if else format and checks if name is null. So in this case it's null. So again I assign it to my name or just like Kotlin. See, it, it goes into else statement. Hello DSC, hello Kotlin. On case just like we saw in PPT, we are going to now repeat it. So if name is equal to Kotlin, so you write hello Android jams. Else we do the same. See, you get hello Android jams. So now, just like we thought about it, talked about it, the case which we are looking to. Okay. So just like Java here, there are two backslashes which makes the whole line a comment. That part won't run. So here there is when the name, then it is here. So in case your name is your user doesn't gives your name, we do that. Mhm. Somebody, mhm. Somebody. Then you are Kotlin. Sorry of those minor mistakes I do while writing. Yeah, I'm going to copy that from there. I'm just not going to write it again and again. Or just like I told you about it else. You do this thing. So I'm just remove. Let's remove this code. Just going to have a laptop. I'm sorry for it. Please. Okay. Just wait. Okay. So see, here the way it works is you assign DSC, then it checks it is it null, it's not null. Then is it Kotlin? It's not Kotlin. Is it? Then it goes to else and it prints hello DSC. In case I name it Kotlin, yeah, it does hello study jobs. And one thing in case here, I've noticed that I don't know, but many of the programming languages we see, Java, yeah, it just prints hello somebody. The first case satisfies it. So yeah, just in case you know many of the languages, just like Java or C++, you need to add a break statement. Here you don't have to worry about it. And the Kotlin has taken care of it already. So the way you do it, you just assign a function to it. So that is one of the way. And I think the next thing was it list or something? Okay, okay. Here there is one more way of assigning functions, variables, sorry. So, hmm. So I'm going to check if in case there is one more way of assigning variables, just like that is called ternary operation in C++, I guess, or in Python we do if else. So that's the same format we are going to do here. Name is equal to when, then you do you name it. Hey, your name is something. Then, in case your earlier name was Kotlin, then okay, just I need to get this. Okay. So in case your your name was null. So you assign the variable something. In case your name was Kotlin, then you get assigned hello hello gem. Just make it 100 gems. That seems better. Or in case you had a name, you don't need to change it. You have a name already. So let's just run it. Yeah, I think it has executed. Oh, sorry, I didn't print it. That's why. Print name. See, your name was null, so it got assigned to something. In case your name, just like we did, it was Kotlin. You see, your name gets to study jams. You can do same thing with if else also. You don't have to get something new. This is how the if else will also work. So I think yeah, we are done with this variable assignment things. So now I think we should get something new. Do we have time? Yeah, we have I think 15 minutes in our hand now. So let me just clean it up. So I'll just make it a bit easy. Okay, just okay. Just have I just want to tell you something. Just like C++ or Java, the Kotlin also follows the bottom-up approach. So just like C, you define function anywhere and you call it, it gets called in JavaScript too, but not in C++ or Kotlin or Java. So you want to call a function or you want to declare a type, you just need to declare above it here. So now we are getting started with functions. So let me sorry fun get greetings, right? So now I have to tell what I am going to return. And then the whole logic gets behind it. Return hello. Then I do yeah, print line, get greetings, and when I call it, yeah, you see it hello. But in case I'm not, yeah, okay, let here it be as it is. Fun null, okay, print greetings. In case you're not going to return anything, it's like I told you, it's unit. See now, if I remove return statement or I just make it a comment, see the ID get mad on me. It started giving me errors just now. But in case of unit, it doesn't does that because it knows I am not going to return anything, something logical or something that fits into the architecture of Kotlin. So in case I want to do that, I will just write Conccatenation. Welcome. So now I will just call to print to create. Okay. So it prints it. So, yeah. So let's get to parameters now. So name name is my parameter and it is of type string. It is surely not of it can't be nulled now. I'm not setting it for that. So now I will just call it print. So I have to write name is equal to Kotlin. See, it works here. So you can do multiple parameters, so that's also allowed. Just like you want to get greeting too. So greet, that is also strong. So just do this, and I just greet. Okay, what happened? Yeah, yeah. See, it's showing me error now. Comma greet equal to hello, or just do something else. What we can do is we can just make yeah, we can just make it nice to see. See, it works there. So just like that. This was okay. So just in case we saw that in our first work that yeah there is also one line a declaration. So in case you want to do that, we'll just try that also. Okay, just let it be there. If you want to do that, just do. mm, Sorry for mistakes. I don't know why I'm doing this today. See, it works. I just declared it in one line. So that's why we are always focusing more on Kotlin just rather than Android. So, so let me just get you through something else. Okay, just few minutes, guys. It is about to now. So don't just lose your interest. I'm going to give you just now to analyze things what we saw today. So that's how we are going to declare arrays. So array of yeah, this is something I want. So here I can make it Kotlin. I can make it null. No. So just give it a name, DSC, or just make it Google. So there is something interesting about this ID also. So I wrote interesting things, then I add a dot, and see it shows me multiple types. It shows me array, it shows me size, it shows me get. So here there is get also, just like in Java you have that features, so just like set equals toString, clone, copy range, something. Yeah, that's so let's just print one first first the data at zeroth index. So see that's how we get it in Kotlin. So in case you want to run it through loops, yeah, I think yeah, loops not wasn't something good. So just wait. Yeah, interest. Sorry, interesting thing. Interesting things. Print all the interesting things. I want to know them. So yeah, that's how it works. Kotlin, DSC, and Google. Just this the it is the same way you do it in Python. Yeah, you do it in Python. In case I think yeah, I missed while loop. I should also do that. So sorry for the sequencing. Where I guess, where then index supposedly. Just let me tell it. Uh, just do it fine. Then while index is present, just put it print it. What happened? Print it. Print index. Then index minus. Okay. Yeah. See, 5 4 3 2 1. But that's how we get things in in Kotlin. So let's get back to array of. That's where I think it is. I left you. Okay, just like here it is array of. There is list of. Okay, I think yeah, list of things, list of strings, or in case there is also map of. See, but you can't do it this way. Map of you have to do a then assign it. Just in case, wait. Okay, sorry. Okay, it's just two here. I think there are some upgrades for what? Yeah, that's what I need. One, two, three. Okay, thanks. Luckily got okay. Okay. Kotlin jams or Google Translate. So this is how we declare maps. So just at area of 5. Okay, just to make a list of only. This is a bit irritating. Okay, just let me show you few things with the Kotlin just for each. Yeah. So now for each. So this is something here of data type string. No, it's not okay. Just wait. Okay. I think I've missed something here. Just let me get a look of it. Mm, let's- let's get rid of it now. I think we'll do it in some another session. I don't know why it's getting me errors now. It's just getting me too much of errors. Just leave it till here. So okay. So thank you guys. So I think before ending it, I would like to tell you something. I think we are about to share our uh, suggestions or feedback link with you. So we'll share it whenever we get it ready. So be sure you feed your feedback to us, as it's important what we have to plan for you. Or in case just mention, just tell us if you want both tracks, if you want only one track, or if you are only good with prior to programming experiences. So in case you are from mechanical, you don't have any experience, just tell us that I want both the tracks, because I also want to get certificate, I also want to build apps, and I don't have any experience. So, and be sure to register to our DSC Kotlin DSC website, and do RVSP so that you get any further notifications of this study jam. So this was just a basic introduction session. Don't worry much about it in case you don't get some things, or yeah, and this error thing I will take care of it next time. So this was something I made it in a hurry, but this wasn't. I think I'm sorry I didn't made it properly planned. But yeah, the next sessions will be very well planned. So I think we are done with it. Suresh, I forgot something else if you want to add in case.
No, no, it's okay. And also, if you have any doubts, you can ask in the Discord channel. We have a new channel named Android Study Jam. In that, you can ask your doubts if you come across anything during the assignments.
Oh, thanks, Aditya Kawale. I think yeah, that's something nice of you. Thanks. So I think that's it. So in case you want to do